Good morning, everyone. And I'm pleased that we were able to accommodate you. I know it's a busy media morning, and I want to thank you for joining me. As most of you know, the former PC government set up Drive Clean as a temporary revenue-neutral program. In other words, it was never intended to turn a profit. Instead, it had the very specific purpose of reducing vehicle emissions that contribute to smog until advances in fuel efficiency and standards caught up. Well, that happened 6 years ago. As of 2010, 95% of cars have been passing the Drive Clean test. With such a high pass rate, it is quite clear that technology has rendered this program redundant. Still, the Liberals have stubbornly defended it. For years, they refused to heed our calls to scrap Drive Clean. And the Liberal motive is simply about the money. In 2012, we learned why the Liberals wanted to make this temporary program permanent when the former Auditor General released his annual report. In it, he detailed how the Liberals had turned what was supposed to be a revenue-neutral program into a money-making machine. In fact, by 2014, the Liberals had generated $20 million in profits from this cash grab. Despite this large surplus, the Liberals now claim the program has become revenue neutral. But thanks to recently released government documents, we know that's just not true. In your press packages, you will find a list of quotes from Finance Minister Charles Sousa. This is from his testimony before Estimates Committee, and it is in response to the questions of my good colleague, MPP Michael Harris. Under questioning from Mr. Harris, the minister repeatedly tried to claim that Drive Clean was revenue neutral. In fact, he made that claim 5 times. But no matter how many times he tried to say it, it didn't make it true. The truth is, the government still has millions of dollars in profits from the Drive Clean program. In fact, just this year, the program will have a surplus of more than $11 million. So despite what the Liberals say, Drive Clean is still a multi-million-dollar cash grab. And if that wasn't enough, then we have Liberal claims about the e-test fee. When the Liberals released their 2016 budget, they said they were eliminating the fee for emission testing under the Drive Clean program. The Finance Minister, the Environment Minister, and even the Premier all repeated this claim on multiple occasions. In fact, the Finance Minister put it the most plainly when he said in his committee testimony, and I quote, "We have eliminated the fees this year." But again, nothing could be further from the truth. An Environment Ministry newsletter to owners and operators of e-testing facilities this spring confirms that the Drive Clean fee remains in effect, and you have that newsletter in your press package. It shows that the government has no concrete plans or timelines on eliminating it. Specifically, the ministry newsletter says, and I quote, "The Drive Clean program will continue to operate as it has, and existing services will still be delivered, although there will be some internal processing changes to the funding mechanism. The best way to facilitate this is being developed, and we have not determined the exact timing for implementation." Did you catch that? The civil service is admitting the government has no plans or timelines to eliminate the e-test fee. Ontarians are honest people, and many of them took the Liberals at their word. They were actually expecting they wouldn't have to pay $30 when they take their car in for an e-test. But none of that is true. You will still have to pay when you go to get your car e-tested. The Liberals claimed the Drive Clean program is revenue neutral and that there's no longer a surplus. But that also isn't true. There is still an $11 million surplus. The bottom line is that the Liberals have lied to the people of Ontario. Ontarians deserve better, and they deserve an explanation as well as an apology. So I'm calling on the Liberals today to fess up and apologize now. And, as a sign of good faith to the people of this great province, they should do the right thing today and begin phasing out Ontario's temporary Drive Clean program once and for all. Thank you, and I now welcome your questions.